the day a student completely destroyed a teacher with one sentence. So this happened on one of those long, exhausting school days during the last period when everyone was half asleep, and the teacher walked in already in a bad mood, scanning the room like they were looking for someone to call out, and they suddenly stopped, pointed at a student sitting at the back and said, "You, stand up. Why do you always sit like you don't care about anything?" And the whole class went silent as the student stood up calmly and said, "I do care," which caught the teacher off guard, but they pushed further, asking, "Then why don't you show it?" And the student just shrugged and said, "I don't think sitting straight proves anything." And now people were starting to pay attention as the teacher got more annoyed and said, "So you think effort doesn't matter?" And the student replied, "It does, just not fake effort." And you could feel the tension building as the teacher stepped closer and said, "Oh, so now you're going to teach me?" And the student calmly said, "No, I just don't pretend," which already had people trying not to laugh. But then the teacher tried to regain control by asking a question from the lesson, and the student actually answered it correctly, which made things even worse. And the teacher said, "That doesn't make you smart." And that's when the student looked straight at them and said, "I never said I was smart. I just don't try to make other people feel small to look bigger." And for a second, the entire room went completely silent before someone laughed and the whole class lost it, while the teacher said nothing, turned back to the board and continued like nothing happened. But from that moment on, everyone knew that student had just won.